Hi, my name's Yasmin and I'm the DM.
Hi, my name is Samantha. I play Laura Greyvale and she is a sorceress from the province of Nephalia.
Hi, I'm Ryan. I play Ogvar Shawfort, the goat-herding, mushroom-seeking ranger from Kessig.
Hi, I'm Rick, and I play Otto, a spring sage from Hanweir sworn to the land, wandering the plain and setting wrongs to right with his ursine companion, Bojo.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of The Secrets of the Silver City. Today we have a relatively long housekeeping section. The reasons for this will become apparent as I go on through. Firstly, it was my birthday yesterday and I would like to thank the following loyal people for all of the lovely messages that were left for me. Lance Moth-Hutchings, Derek Taylor, Martin Shuttleworth, Lee Edwards, Timothy Clist, Matt Bowler, Hannah Jade Britcher, Eddie Jonas, Ian Ford, Jeff Harmon, Jeff Altman, Andrew Warren, Simon Powell, Santa Harmon, Ian Bonner and Dave Cairns. Thank you all so much. Your thoughts and messages were greatly appreciated. Now, for some big news. It's been a long journey, but all good things must come to an end. As such, The Secrets of the Silver City will write its final chapter next week in episode 200. The following week, on Saturday the 20th of December 2025, episode 201 will air. This will be an in-depth discussion with the DM and the crew, reflecting on their experiences within the campaign and over the last 4.5 years. Now that news has been delivered, even bigger news is afoot. Looking beyond the Secrets of the Silver City and into 2026, we have hugely exciting changes to come. For starters, we will be changing systems from 3.5e to 5e 2024 rules, and alongside this we are rebranding entirely from the Dungeons & Dragons Podcast UK to Realm of Rolls. On December the 13th, we will be posting a blog on our Facebook group and info across our other social media, covering all of the changes and the relevant links for you to travel with us on our upcoming adventures. Please do follow our social media to get all of the latest updates and get ready for lots of exciting new content which is scheduled for release in early January 2026. Big news, huh? We are really excited. It's been a long time in the planning, nearly 18 months in fact, and we hope that you'll be excited to continue the journey with us too. Anyway, that is that for the housekeeping. So let's push on with this week's episode. It was a terrifying and rude awakening for all at the mine, as both darkness and death descended in the cruelest of ways. As young Evan's life leached away, it was only sheer luck and Esther's skillful healing hands that had spared him. A few hours previously, the camera was pointed back at the celebration in Gatstaff. Ogvar and Alora were elated to find that Hans had recovered enough to put in an appearance at the festivities. Introductions and greetings made, time pressures and tasking from the hierarchy in Thraben had been revealed, and a commitment to the cause and the codex from one scholar to another was pledged. An aspect mirror was plied into service by our sorceress as she conversed with her connections in Stagwick and proceeded to discuss her deep desire to purchase Stonewell Hall and make it a place she could call home. Episode 199, Folk and Mirrors.
Richard, obviously you got my package, as I said. Did you read the contents of my proposal letter?
I did indeed. I did.
I would appreciate your thoughts on that.
Well, Miss Alora, having you as our town and your companions as well was a pleasure. And we would love to have you join our community. You made such an impact on us in your time here. Honestly, it never occurred to me to think of selling the old Stonewell Hall. It's too far out for most of the village, and it's in quite a state of decay. So I would be more than willing to sell it to you for the amount you've proposed. Your terms are very favourable, and I don't speak only for myself when I say that a lot of the people here have or will miss you, or have missed you rather. Sorry.
I very much would like to buy the hall. I would like to agree to that deal with you now if I can. I have to return to Thraben very soon, and when I go to Thraben I will be liquidating and sorting various funds. My companions don't know that I'm having this conversation with you or what I've proposed. I've kept this to myself for now, but I very much hope that we will all return, and I realise that letting go of what is something that belonged to your family, despite the very questionable things that have gone on there, I would like to restore it in the way that it would have been. And as I said in my letter, it will always be available if I am not here anymore, for you to have that back at the first opportunity. And my friends would see to that, I know they would. It does, after all, have a family history, and I will do all that I can to preserve it, Richard. But I would like to come and live at Stagwick. I would like to make that my permanent home.
Well, we would be delighted to have you.
I appreciate that. I will not keep you further. It sounds like there's a lot of festivities going on down there, and I wish I was part of them. Our onward journey from you has not been great. One day, when I come back in the near future, maybe I will be able to share and tell you what has happened. It's not a pretty tale, but what we're doing is important, and we need to complete this first before I can come back. I hope to be back there soon, very soon. Possibly within weeks. I'll leave you to your festivities, and I will thank you again, and you can await my return. I will not be long. Enjoy your evening, Richard, and keep hold of the mirror for now.
Very well, Miss Alora, and you and your companions stay safe on the road now.
Give everybody our best regards from all of us, please.
I shall do so.
And that is where she will smile and just pop the mirror back in her pocket.
Okay.
Alora is very happy at this point, and she is going to return to the festivities. She's going to go and find Ogvar.
Okay. The two of you pass the rest of the evening and well into the wee hours of the morning in companionable revelry. You drink a bit, you eat a lot, and you watch the festivities go ahead. You might join in together for one dance, maybe, but neither of you really dances, and between you, you've got 4 left feet.
I've seen Ogvar dance before.
Big fish, little fish, cardboard box.
Yeah, but he gave it a go. Bless him.
I was wondering if there's an Innistrad version of the Birdie song you can join in with.
Well, now you've said it, you've got to sing it.
I don't think there's any words to it, so I can sing it, no problem.
Does everybody do the conga as well, and the rowing song?
Yes, they have a conga round the church, okay? They do.
Lovely. Awesome.
Okay.
Wonderful.
So, it is in the wee hours of the morning when the merriment has finally died down. More and more people have been leaving. And you see Bell has started to clear up and tidy some things away. You see him shifting stools and tables back inside as they gradually empty. Until it's only really you and a couple of stragglers and Lena, the priestess, left. And you bid your farewells to them. You walk up the long road towards the north gate, where you return to the ship. You have a lovely evening on the ship, or at this point early morning. You get yourself a jerry-rigged shower, and you go to bed, feeling much cleaner.
Yep.
Okay. Wake up in the morning. What are you going to do, the pair of you?
I will. We would have told Paul that we were back on the ship when we got there, so I'm assuming that Paul will serve up some breakfast. We'll go to the mess hall, and maybe Ogvar is up before me. He's a man of the woods, so maybe he's an earlier riser than I am. Perhaps.
Sounds reasonable, yeah.
So I will meet up with Ogvar there. Sit myself down for breakfast. Say good morning to Orland, and that was a good night last night. That was a good way to celebrate and a good way to remember, I think.
Oh, yes.
Well done, Ogvar. The stuff that you got back from the forest was brilliant. It was so lovely. You did a good job.
You try your best, and I think it was being on home soil was nice for a change.
Yeah, that must be good for you. That must be nice for you.
Oh yes, of course.
Speaking of home soil, I took a few minutes out last night, and well, I'll keep this brief and we can talk about it later. But when we stopped at, oh God, what was the name of the place? When we stopped at Hollowhenge, I purchased those mirrors, do you remember? And
oh yes.
you know that I went and sent one along with a letter to Richard at Stagwick. Well, I used the mirrors for the first time last night. It would have been the first opportunity because it would have taken a couple of weeks for him to get them.
Did you notice your eyebrow in the mirror, or should I? Maybe I shouldn't have said anything.
I didn't. Has it got long again? And she puts her hand up to her eyebrow and she starts to twirl it. Oh, well, yeah. Maybe you could trim that for me. You must have a pocket knife or something. We'll sort that out after breakfast. Thank you, Ogvar. But eyebrow aside, I've just bought Stonewell Hall.
Ooh.
I've purchased it. I'm gonna make Stagwick my home. I loved it there. I loved the people. It just felt right. And I'm gonna restore it. It's gonna take me a long time and a lot of cash, but I'm gonna restore it fully to the way it was before, and it can be used for the community. It can be my main home, and it's also an open door policy for you, my companions, should you want it.
Ooh. That's a very interesting move. I didn't didn't really see you as the setting down roots kind of type, I must admit, but Stagwick
No.
was a very nice place, and the people were kind, and yes, I agree. It was a nice place to be. So,
Yeah. Well, you don't have to answer now. I mean, my friends are free to come and go, but it's going to take some time, but I'll be able to offer local employment. I'll be able to... I just want to restore it. It is actually a beautiful house. You've got to look past the degraded state of it. It's a wonderful place. And there are... there's the well at the back. I'll have it all restored nicely and memorials put in place. And it can still be passed back to Richard's family because it was Richard's family that owned it.
oh, I see. So you'd be some more of a, not so much of a tenant, but you
A
see where
caretaker of it.
Yes, you see where
Yeah.
I'm coming from.
Yeah, I shall make it my home. It will be mine, but I will be a caretaker of it for future generations and, protect it.
Well, that's
I just like Stagwick. I would really like to be there. I didn't think I'd feel that about anything else. I never saw me really moving away from my family, but I need to strike out on my own. I'm 32 now. I need to strike out on my own.
sounds reasonable. If you need a bit of stonework doing, it's been a while since I had a go at it, but
She's going to fling her arms around Ogvar mid-sentence and she's going to say, yes, yes. And I want you to come and be there. I want you all to come and be there. But I understand if you have your own things to do as well. So, just have an open door policy. Be there when you want to be there. Yes, please. I will take any help from my friends.
I've sort of like his arms are sort of up and he's a bit like, okay.
Yeah, she gives him a really big squeeze because, I don't know, she needs something to hang on to at this point because there's been so much shit go on. And I can't wait to see Otto and Esther. I really can't.
Yes, it's. I think it'd be good for them to know what you're doing as well. There's a lot of space there, and like you say, if all are welcome, I'm sure they will take you up on that offer at some point.
Yeah, I hope so. Well, as I say, I meant what I said. It's my house, your house.
Yes, that's very good. And if you need, say, I can have a go at the stonework, and if you want some gargoyles, I'm pretty sure I'll make the scariest ones going, because they'll look awful.
Well, just maybe avoid feathers, yeah? And she's going to laugh.
Oh, yes, okay. Yes.
Right. So they just finished their breakfast then, in peace. And, yeah. I don't know what they do for the rest of the day. I suppose just mingle. Oh, well, yeah, I suppose she would... yeah. Do you think that we should go and see Hans today? Go and have a bit of a chat, see how he is this morning. Go and speak to Jenrick and Eric and what have you.
Oh, yes, he looked reasonably well yesterday evening, but I assume he's still recovering, so going to him would be better than waiting for him to come to us, yes.
Yes. Yeah, I think you're right. So, from Alora's perspective, they would go and visit Jenrick and Eric and Hans, see how things are going there and generally sort of compare notes, maybe talk a bit more to Hans about it if he's not engaged with, when he's not engaged with Jenrick. Maybe she would offer Lena her services to take down garlands. Well, they might want to leave them up, but any kind of clearing up. And then she might make house calls or speak to people in the street asking if there's anything she can do to help. And she'd do anything, odd jobs to do anything.
Okay. So you have this lovely conversation at breakfast. You enjoy a nice spread of scrambled eggs on toast. The edges are very precisely cut off. you have a lovely conversation. You have this nice heart-to-heart. And then you decide you were going to head to see Hans and Jenric and Eric. So you disembark the ship and you travel back through town, making your way towards Hans's house. When you get there, you can see that the chimney is gently puffing out smoke. And as you knock on the door, rat-tat-tat-tat-tat, Eric opens it up and welcomes you inside. Inside you can see that Hans's living room, once a bit of a whirlwind and a bit of a mess full of papers all over the place, is now still a whirlwind and a mess and full of papers all over the place. In fact, perhaps at this point even more paper is there. The fire is crackling merrily, and Jenric and Hans are deeply engrossed in a spread of paper filled with symbols and markings which you would easily recognise as some of the symbols and markings from the Codex.
Yep.
As Hans is apparently teaching Jenric. And you can listen into their conversation slightly. They're not concealing this conversation. It is simply the conversation is simply so intelligent that you are really unable to understand most of it.
Yep.
There are lots of words flying around, lots of technical terminology. At some points, Jenric and Eric start arguing. Jenric throws a pile of paper into the fire with a bah! As you have a real meeting of minds here. Two geniuses are having absolute total tantrums with each other. And Eric is, throughout this chaos, trying to pick up paper before it floats into the fire, trying to stop the fire from spreading to the carpet in the living room, and providing tea at the same time. You are fed, you are watered, and you are able to sit back and watch this chaos unfold. For a decent portion of time, you can see that Hans is slowly recovering. He looks a little more stable, he looks a little more flush with energy and puffed up pompousness, as Jenric points out a mistake in his grammar, and he goes, nonsense, there's no mistake there. You need to get your eyes checked, old man. As the two basically go at it. Although there is learning and progress clearly happening here. By the time that you've finished a couple of rounds of tea and toast and consoled Eric as he's had to tamp out with a large besom another fire that has spread to papers which have been thrown too close to the open fireplace, you are satisfied that Hans is well cared for and is actively kind of obviously teaching Jenric how to decode the Codex. You were able to make your way out of his house unless there was anything you were specifically looking to do?
No, yes, there is something. Hans? Excuse me, Hans.
Yes?
I'm sorry to interrupt. One of the reasons we knew where to start looking was when we looked for you here at your house, we ended up in your attic room, and you've got a telescope up there. Would you mind if I had just popped up and had a quick look up towards the mine, see if I can see anything?
Certainly not. Help yourself, dear.
Thank you. I really won't be long, and I won't disturb anything. Thank you. She's going to sort of look at Ogvar, sort of bomb up the stairs. She's not sure whether he's going to follow, but she's going to bomb up the stairs. So she's going to go up the first flight and then up the smaller flight into the attic, and she's going to make a beeline for the telescope.
Okay.
Which she's going to try and line up pretty much with the mine and see if she can see any activity there at all.
Okay, Ogvar, are you following?
Yeah.
Okie dokie. So, you look through the telescope. You're able to line it up really easily with the mine, and you're able to look through it. And you don't see... well, actually, no. You do see some men moving about. Clearly shifting debris and detritus outside the mine before disappearing back into the pitch black.
Right. She's going to just shuffle over and say, "Oh, Ogvar, do you want to have a quick look? I can see men moving around, so that's probably a good sign, but have a look for yourself, see if you see anything." So she's going to shuffle over and just point to the viewer on it.
Yeah, Ogvar walks over and goes, I'll have a little bit of a look again and see what's going on. So like, just the focus and sort of generally fiddle about with it because he doesn't really know what's going on, but yeah. Yeah, have a look. Just hopes he doesn't come out with like a big black ring round his eye. No one's played a trick on him.
She didn't think of that. Should have taken some of the ash out of the thing from downstairs, shouldn't she?
Okay. I mean, you two, Ogvar, you take a look around. You pop the telescope in and out of focus a couple of times, wave it around a bit. You go, oh, there's the sun. Oh, there's the ground. Oh, there's the mine. And looking at it, you see the exact same thing. You see men moving in and out of the mine, carrying detritus, wood, metal bars, bits of ore, people tidying up and then disappearing back into the depths.
Do we recognise them as, like, obviously people we've seen milling about town?
Yes. Yeah. You would recognise these as clearly as the miners who went up with Otto. You don't see all of them. You perhaps see 5 of them.
Okay.
But like 5 different ones. I mean, like some of them are going in and out quite frequently. But they are very, very clearly the men who went up to the mines with Otto.
And we don't see Otto himself?
No, you do not see Otto.
Okay.
Right.
Well, I see people wandering about. It seems like everything's going as reasonably as you would expect.
Yeah.
I don't see Otto himself.
No, I thought about sending a message, but I don't want to keep bothering them. I'm sure they're busy enough as it is. And she sort of like scratches a slightly long eyebrow that hasn't yet been shortened. She doesn't want to bother them particularly because she did say if there's a problem then call her, so she's going to try and just push any worry to the back of her mind.
Okay. So curiosity satisfied, you head back downstairs. Unless there's anything further you wish to do, you leave Hans's house. You make your way towards the church, perhaps popping in to see a couple of people who are out and about and starting their morning later on, waving to a couple of people who you recognise from the celebrations the night before. And when you make your way to the church, you can see that Lena is already outside and she's starting to clear up some of the mess.
She's Alora will nudge Ogvar and point to Lena.
Yes. What am I supposed to be doing, Laura? Why are you nudging me?
Oh, there's Lena. Oh, I can't be the one to speak to people all the time. Go and say hello to her.
Oh, I suppose so.
I'll follow you. I'll follow you.
Ogvar walks over and goes, well, good morning, Lena. It's quite a celebration he had last night. It's very good. Did it go as well as you were expecting it to?
Yes. Good morning to you too, Ogvar. It was... Yes, it was good. The souls have their peace. People have peace and a little bit more hope for the coming days.
Yes, it was a celebration. It was very nice to see how you keep the traditions of Kessig going. I must admit, I did quite enjoy being back in the woods, and it was just very, very welcoming to be home. Hans was very, very nice to see him make an appearance, all things considering. And how is everybody else doing? The other people who are maybe not so well to attend the festivities.
Yes, I did some rounds this morning, and although still unwell, they are in high spirits. They are recovering, glad to be home. We are glad to have them home.
Well, yes, I imagine they've been through quite an ordeal. Is there any news from the group who went up to the mines? Obviously, our friend Otto went with them, but we haven't heard from them. But we had a little look through the telescope, and in Hans's house, there's a spyglass, and we had a little look. Things seem to be going okay. I don't know if you've heard anything.
No, I haven't heard anything from the mines, but I expect that they'll be busy cleaning up from what has been said. Much as I am now, if you would be much obliged to help.
Oh, but of course. And Ogvar will just sort of start collecting things up and helping pull things like festoons down and bits and bobs. Yeah, he probably quite haphazardly, not quite sure which bits go where, but he's helping. Yeah.
Yeah. So you can see that Lena herself isn't in the church. She's in this kind of this squarey area between the church and the rhubarb and elderflower. And you can see that there are some step ladders up, and there are some big crates, which have been, I say big, they're like large packing boxes, which have been kind of set on the floor, and things have started to be piled into them. So it's very easy between the two of you. You both start helping out clear away some of these decorations. You're able to climb up ladders and get some of the taller things down and start packing them away in their boxes. It's kind of clear where things are going. There are already bits and bobs in the boxes here and there, and anything else you're not sure. Lena's pretty on the ball. She's like, oh, that box over there. And you're able to spend a good 40 minutes or so clearing away. Old Bell from the tavern joins you. He's still got some tables and some beer tankards and plates and stuff all over the place, which he starts clearing away, and he whistles while he works, and he joins in your conversation, and you generally have a very pleasant kind of exchange. Lena tells you a little bit about herself, a little bit about the town. She doesn't touch too much on the topic of Samuel. Clearly it's still a very sore spot in her heart, but the atmosphere is pleasant, and you get into the rhythm of things. I mean, Ogvar, you're up on a very tall ladder and hooking some decorations, and you pass them down to Alora, who stood at the bottom of the ladder doing a very poor job at securing it, and she passes them along to Lena, who packs them away in the proper box, and you've just got this very nice kind of friendly atmosphere going. Is there anything you would particularly like to be asking? Any questions you would like to be asking at this point?
Probably just asking a bit more about Hans. What sort of a person is he? Obviously, we've had a very brief meeting with him, but is he like a big member of the community, or is he?
Yeah.
Does he keep to himself?
Yeah.
Just trying to get a bit of a read on him.
Yeah, absolutely. You're able to ask these questions, and you're able to thread them really naturally into conversations. You're not trying to pry or get information out of her here. You are genuinely asking out of curiosity. And she's able to tell you that Hans is obviously one of the older members of their community. He's been around for a long time, but he didn't originally reside in Gatstaff. He came to Gatstaff in his 40s or so, chose to settle down here. He would often say it was something to do with the positioning of the moon and the alignment, and he would frequently go to Hollowhenge for various outings and trips and research excursions, as he would call them. And he's always been a bit eccentric. He's always kind of come out with some very strange sayings, a lot to do with time and the moon and the stars. He can get very involved and very wrapped up in himself, often kind of walking around pondering things which nobody really understands, but they seem terribly important. And you're able to build up a fairly good picture of who Hans is as a person. A very kind and very giving gentleman who is both extroverted and introverted. He's really happy to join in with celebrations and lend a hand and lend some gold and do anything to help the community, but at times he also becomes very, very introspective, very quiet, will hold himself up for days, will go away on excursions without following the proper Kessigan customs of drinking sour soups and other protective measures. Something which stands out a little bit amongst this very traditionally Kessigan community. So you get this good picture of Hans, and overall to you he seems like a very very good person, but almost with that kind of stereotypical kind of genius thing where he becomes very self-involved and very focused on his work to the point of neglecting everything else. Clearly very, very intelligent, but at times doesn't seem to acknowledge that he is more intelligent than most people. They sometimes just don't understand what he's saying because he just thinks they should understand because he understands. He comes across as quite a complex character in that way. He's very paradoxical as a person, but overall a very, very good person and a very good member of this community.
Ogvar will thank Lena for the for her information and say, well, turn to Laura. Well, I think that's sort of what we sort of got of him. He seems a nice fellow, and he's obviously been through a lot. So yes, he seems the right man for what we were described.
I think if Genric trusts him, then that's good enough, isn't it? I mean, he's on a par with Genric, but obviously his skill set is slightly different.
Oh yes.
I guess that's why they were arguing. You've got two intellectuals there, two academics, and I guess that's healthy debate.
I suppose so, yes. I suppose it's when I used to talk to my old pa, and I used to say, well, build that bit out of wood, and he said, no, build it out of stone. It's the same sort of thing, isn't it?
Yeah. Makes you wonder what their families must have been like. I mean, would Alora know? Alora doesn't know that much about Ogvar's background. I gather that Kessig homes, being so close to the Stensian borders, or some of them that are close to the Stensian borders, given the influence of the vampiric families, I gather that they build their houses around trees in some of these villages. The trees go in the centre of the houses, and the families tend to them, or the children tend to them, or something. Something I was told a while back. Is that true? I mean, I know when we went to I know the Cracked Acorn had such a thing, but obviously that's back over in, that's over in Nephalia. But I gather that that's a tradition over here in Kessig. Is that correct?
Well, yes, you do have. As the community grows, you start with a smaller tree, and as the community grows, the trees grow, and yes, it's passed on from generation to generation. You might look after the tree as a youngster, and then that's passed on to the next younger generation of your family. I mean, unfortunately, there's no one looking after my family tree at the moment. In both senses of the word, I suppose.
Do you have any brothers or sisters?
No, just me.
I've never really asked you. Just you.
Just me, yes. Just me, my ma and pa, and that's it.
And you tended to a herd of pigs, was it, or something? Was that what your family did? I thought your father was a woodworker.
Oh no, my father was a stonemason.
Oh. Well, who was the old man that you mentioned before? Was it pigs or goats or something? I don't know.
Goats. No, my
goats
father was a stonemason, obviously. Shawfort, the family name. And no, I tried stonemasonry. I picked it up, but not really my thing. So I was more akin to spending time out in the forest, and I did have a small herd of goats, and it didn't. I didn't go as well as expected in my younger years, but I did find it. I suppose that's where my love of the land came from. I was taken under by another man of the woods, let's say, and he taught me my trade. I wouldn't say I'm a man of two skills, but my father tried his best, and I picked up what I could, but it wasn't where my heart was.
Well, I'm sure that your family are extremely proud of you. And, well, I guess we can carry on. You can tell me more about your family from the beginning. Maybe when we're sat in Stonewell Hall, we can kick back, relax, crack open a nice bottle of wine, and you can tell me all about your history. How about that?
It sounds very reasonable, and I could listen to yours as well. After all this time we've been travelling, I don't think I really know much about many of us, really. I know a little of Kewin's family, obviously, but
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. Well, okay then, Ogvar. I think we just finished packing these up for Lena. We'll take these to the church, and then I don't know what you want to do for the rest of the day. Maybe we should buff Orland up and whatnot.
And it is as you are having this conversation that you hear the dull clop of unshod pony hooves against compacted dirt. So, as you hear the sound of clopping pony hooves, I'm suddenly reminded that we never levelled up.
No, we didn't.
Okay, so at this point, when you all woke up in the morning, you would have all levelled up to level
12!
15.
Ha! Nice one, Rick.
Nice try. Nice try.
221.
Highest
Epic
level we
level.
got.
Yeah.
So you have all levelled up to level 12. Congratulations.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay.
Yay. Right. We'll look over her shoulder while she's still putting garlands and bits and pieces into boxes. She's going to look over her shoulder. And what does she see?
What does she see, Rick?
a small, pretty normal-looking pony, but with probably a half-dead Evan on its back.
Pretty normal. What does a pretty normal horse look like, Rick?
If you haven't seen one, I'm going to have a hard time explaining, but they tend to have 4 legs, hooves, maybe a light brown sort of coat on it. I think, given his propensity for the colour, probably a little bit of blue in its mane to give you a little bit of indication of who it might be.
And we just see somebody slumped over it.
I'd say it's probably fairly clear for you to tell that this is Evan. And he's not slumped over. He is sat astride, but kind of tied on almost.
Oh God.
Oh dear. That's not a good sign. And
Oh my God.
just go over and like, lift him off. I assume that it's not just man on pony. There are other people.
No, it is just Evan.
Oh, he's just man on pony.
On pony. Yeah, he has been. You can see that there is a rope tied around the horse's neck where he is holding on, and he has also been almost tied on, secured by almost like his hips and like where the hip thigh joint is on the outside. There's a rope which kind of goes round the back of his backside and around the horse's chest to kind of keep him secure on top.
Okay, well, no time to untie things. You just like slip his knife through it and just cut him down like.
God, don't show him a bloody knife.
No. Just get him
Triggered.
over the shoulder.
Triggered.
It's you, Otto.
Alora's throwing what?
Going to be.
Alora's throwing whatever she's holding into a box and running over, going, "Oh my God, what's happened?"
Should we get him down?
Yeah.
Yes, let's do that. Yeah. So Alora will aid Ogvar in his endeavours to try and figure out getting him off and getting Evan off and just, seeing what's going, pop him on the floor, whatever.
Okay.
Well, I'd let him explain himself, but he might have some trouble doing that.
Yes, I suppose you're the best person
you
for the
mean?
job at the moment, or the best horse. So, yes. What?
Yes. And with that, he'll sort of shrug him off his form and slowly and painfully return to his human self.
I'd like to say it looks like you've had a bit of a mare, but this really isn't the time for that.
Next, you ask me why
Sorry.
I've got a long face.
Yeah, that's it. Why the long face?
No.
Okay, let's move on.
No, we wouldn't do that.
Get on. You're terrible. You're terrible.
We'll rein it in a bit, shall we?
Yeah, there's going to be a tale to tell.
I'm going to be saddled with you, not for the rest of the night, aren't I?
Right. Okay. Right. This is serious, guys. This is not a laughing matter.
She's only rubbing
What happened?
it up.
What happened? What happened? What happened? Evan! Oh my God! He's got a dressing on his neck. What happened to him?
You better fetch Lena.
Where's Esther?
Esther's all right, as is pretty much everyone else. That bastard Davy got what's coming to him, though. And he will produce
God.
the knife, the offending weapon, and he shall gently give it to Elora hilt first.
Laura will take it. She's going to look it. What does she see?
You
And
see
don't say a knife.
a knife. You're
sharp
not betting it.
Does-
What is this dagger I see before me?
Aha! Yes. Does it have... Oh. Can her eye see auras around items, or is it just people?
No, it's items as well. Looking at this dagger, it has the exact same description as I described earlier. Oh, actually, were you in the room for that?
No.
No. It is it's an iron dagger with a very sharp blade, wickedly curved, almost in a half moon kind of shape. It looks very much like a ceremonial or sacrificial dagger of some kind, with some questionable looking leather wrapped around the hilt.
Does this thing have an aura at all? She wouldn't necessarily be looking for it so much as the fact that I think it would be obvious, seeing as she has an eye that would pick something like that up.
Yes. You look at the dagger, and while the dagger itself has no immediate impression, it is just a dagger, you almost get like a shadow of a red aura. And you have seen things like that before over objects which have been used in dark purposes.
Okay. Where did this dagger come from?
Davy. Can't tell you more than that.
And
Alora
actually,
goes quiet.
Alora, make me both Alora and Ogvar, make me wisdom checks, please.
Ooh, okay.
Wisdom check, yeah. I was just about to say, would... Alora never really looked particularly at Davy, but again, if he had an aura, she would have...
We've levelled up now, haven't we?
seen
So
it.
Yes.
I get to add a plus
Oh,
2.
right, yes. Yeah, we'll give those stats later. Sorry, what was it? A wisdom check?
Yep.
Oh, God. Right, okay. Phew. That's an 8 minus 1 for a 7 for Alora.
17 with a plus 2 for a 19.
Okay. Alora, you look at this dagger and you're looking with your eye, and you're so kind of focused on its aura and why it's got that kind of shadow of red that you don't really kind of not pay much attention to it, but you don't twig it. Ogvar, however, you do. As you look at the dagger, you see a scene play out in your mind. A scene of a body with its throat being cut before being dumped on an altar. Blood dripping from the blade, held by an incredibly burly and scarred woman.
Okay. So when you say I see it, is that like a flashback? Or
In
is
your
that like
mind, yeah, in your mind, you envision this. It's a memory of when you emerged into the top of the mine and you saw.
So we're talking
the
Stavros.
Stavros, yeah, and you saw
Yeah,
her
okay.
sacrificing the body and kind of dumping it on the altar.
Do I see something pass, an expression pass his face while he's looking at this?
That's an Ogvar question.
Do I see something change on his face as he looks at this?
Yeah, as Ogvar looks at it, he does. His expression changes. It's half worry and half recognition. So like, I know what this is and it isn't good, type thing. Like,
In that
he
case,
just,
Alora would...
This is.
Yeah.
This is the same blade as that woman was using in the mines. It's the same.
Oh. The guy that had his throat cut when we went into... Oh.
Yes, the lady that went through the portal. With whoever. Yes, this Davy was. Well, Davy must have been involved.
And this is what Evan was cut with.
Yeah.
Was anybody else cut with this?
Yeah, me. Other thing is that when Davy passed violently, his blood
He
was
passed?
glowing. Well,
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
his blood was glowing.
Yeah,
Oh.
a strange red colour through it.
And you can all
Now
make
there's a
another
strange-
wisdom check with that, please.
Right. Okay.
Who's that? Who's doing the wisdom checks?
All of you.
All of us.
Okay.
I have an 8
That's a
plus
fifth.
5, 13.
13,
And I have a 15 minus 1 for a 14.
14,
I'm a 14 with a plus 2 for a 16.
16.
Oh.
The phrase crimson glow does strike something in you. I've used words to describe something else before. And I think you'd all kind of pretty much associate that kind of red crimson glow with the canisters that were attached to the back of Galor's body. And also some of the potions and alchemical solutions that were being made in the top floor of the mine as well.
Okay.
There is a strange look now passing Alora's face, because she didn't seem aware of a particular red aura around Davy when he left for the mine, or before he left for the mine. She would have surely noticed that. She's questioning herself now. Was I distracted? Was it there? Did I just gloss over that somehow? Surely not. Alora's very confused, but she's thinking this to herself inwardly.
Well, you can't hurt anyone else now. Unfortunately, Evan here has borne the brunt of it. Unless we can find some sort of magical means he won't be speaking again.
Oh my
if
God.
we fetch Lena, maybe she'll be able to do something.
Yeah, sure.
Let's get him inside now.
Yeah, Alora's going to kneel down next to Evan, take his face in her hands and just wipe some of the dirt off his face and look at him and say, "You've got your life, Evan. Oh my God, I'm so sorry this has happened to you, but it's okay. It's okay. You'll find a way through this. We'll help you. I'm going to go and get Lena." She steps away and she runs off over to the church to get Lena. Leaves the boys to it for now. She will explain to Lena what she's gleaned from what Otto has said, and looking at the wound across his throat, she's not a medical person, but she's taking a guess that he's not going to be able to communicate very well at this point. So she's just fetching Lena back in a hurry.
Yeah, I mean, Lena hasn't gone anywhere. Lena's been with you the entire time.
Oh, she's still there.
Yeah, I mean, she was with
okay,
you
right,
taking the
fine.
decorations down.
Oh, I thought she might have. Yep. Okay
As
then.
was Old Bell, and Old Bell has kind of witnessed all of this as well.
Okay, so Alora will turn around to look at all of them in sort of like slight panic desperation. I mean, she looks at them and just says, he's just a boy, he's just a young boy. I don't know how much more of this I can take, I really don't. And actually, Alora's going to just turn away and there'll be some tears sliding down her face quietly. She doesn't want Evan to see that, but she's enraged, she's had enough. Just, it's a whole mixture of different feelings. Rage, despair, frustration. Yeah. Her elation from the morning's news that she shared with Ogvar really excitedly is kind of wiped away in this one single moment.
Yeah.
Who patched him up?
Esther, best she could. I kept him
Oh,
alive
God
long enough, and
bless
that's
Esther.
all I could do.
God bless all of you. Well done to all of you. It's a life saved.
Just about. Hope that's
And
the last one that this town takes.
And it's about, as you're saying this, you see that Lena is attending to Evan. And with Old Bell's help, she kind of gets him to his feet and they begin to move him inside the church. You assume for some further healing or rest at least.
Well, if
Yeah.
you'll excuse me, I need to get my head down for a bit as well. Didn't exactly sleep well last night.
When did it happen? How did it happen?
Woke up, saw Davy with a knife across Evan's throat. Happened in
God.
seconds. No chance to do
God.
anything more than we did.
But why Evan? Why Evan first? Like,
Good question. Probably because he pissed him off. You know what Davy was like.
But do you think that he was like this before he went, or has something happened to him in the mine?
I have no idea. But Honestly, at this point, so long as there's no more of them, I'll be happy.
Okay, Otto. Go and get your head down. Go back to the ship. Ask Paul to fix you something up. Get something to eat and drink, and then get your head down. I'll message Esther.
Yeah, that'll work. Just let her know that Evan's here in one piece, will you?
Yeah, we'll do that. Ogvar, would you do that for me? Contact Esther.
I shall certainly try. Yes, I have the stones. So
Thank you. I just need to take a minute. I need to go and pull myself together. Alora turns away and walks away a few paces, starts to breathe, and just goes for a short walk around the town.
Okay.
yeah, I suppose Ogvar will step across to one side and just go. Hello, Esther. It's Ogvar here. Calling in from the main town. Just to let you know that we have Otto and Evan. Over.
There's a brief pause. You hear a... Oh, hello, dearie. Hope young Evan is feeling, better soon. The men are strangely invigorated now. I do believe it won't take us as long as we originally thought to clear the mines out.
That's positive news. That's very good. Evan is in the best place possible, and I think Otto is going for a little rest, which is well deserved. We will see you soon. Over.
You don't get a further response. But you can tell from Esther's message that they obviously she's giving you the information that they're going to be finished a lot sooner than you perhaps thought. The men have kind of been motivated, or they're kind of working off their anger. Either way, they are working at an incredible pace at the moment, so you can probably expect to be making moves far sooner than you had expected.
So I suppose Ogvar will go and find Alora wherever she's gone and relay that information to him. Esther says they're doing well up in the mine. They'll be back with us shortly.
Thank God they're okay. Thank God they're okay. I just can't believe this, Ogvar. I can't believe it. It's awful.
Well,
Just when you think it can't get any worse.
A lot has happened.
Wow.
A lot has happened in a very short piece of time.
Dear God. Jeez. Yeah. Okay. Right. She'll probably make her way back with Ogvar, maybe to the ship or something. Or no, actually, you know what? She's going to make her way into the tavern. She's going to go to the Rhubarb and Elderflower, because the last time she was in there, they were asked to leave because it was getting a little bit rowdy and out of control.
Okay.
So she's going to walk back in through the original front door that she walked out of. Well, actually,
Okay.
she left via the back door, didn't she? So she's going
No,
back
you
in
left
the
via
front
the
door
front
again.
door.
Oh, did we? Oh, right, okay. I thought he took us out the back door.
That's what she said. Okay. You enter the Rhubarb and Elderflower and it is quiet. You know that old Bell has gone across with Evan to the church. And there's a fire crackling away merrily in the hearth. But it's otherwise quiet, apart for a young... No, not young. A middle-aged to kind of older end of middle-aged woman who is polishing glasses behind the bar. She greets you and asks for your order. I'm assuming you're going to order something.
Hell yes. She's going to order something very strong. Yeah, I don't know what she's... I don't know what their equivalent of shorts. I think she'd probably order a brandy or a whiskey or something like that. Something that they would have a strong liquor.
Yeah.
No ice. She'll have that straight.
You weren't getting ice anyway.
She's ordering a Dak Daniels.
A what?
A Dak Daniels.
You order an alcoholic beverage of strength. Something that I can only need to get through this conversation. And you are able to imbibe said alcohol.
Yep.
I assume that Ogvar will get something to drink as well if you're going with her.
Yeah. Probably won't join her on anything quite so strong, but probably he'll give the ale a miss and he'll go for a mead.
Okay.
Yeah.
They've got some nice...
Alora will slap some money on the bar for that. She'll pay.
They've got some nice meads, and as you might expect, they do a nice rhubarb and elderflower gin. Okay, so you have some alcohol. You take some time to decompress. You take some time to try and relax, and you know the kind of the tentative peace that you'd only just established was shattered incredibly rudely with Evan's arrival. So you take some time to imbibe some alcohol, to perhaps wind down a little bit again, try and get yourself recentered.
Sit by the fire.
Yeah.
Kick the boots off for a few minutes.
Yeah. Back on the ship, Otto, you make your way back up. You are able to get something to eat. Paul is very happy to provide you something to munch on. Okay.
I think that he'd probably give Paul a miss. I know that everyone else likes Paul, but Otto's very suspicious still, and he's heard about these Vorpal knives, and he just doesn't want anything to do with Paul at this point. He's had a day, he needs some sleep, and doesn't want spectral food created by a ghost.
Fair enough. Where did you take Bojo? Because I think we've all just kind of collectively forgotten about Bojo.
No, I deliberately left Bojo in in the ship or certainly back at the town because he didn't want it to drag Bojo back through the mines.
Okay, yeah, of course you did. Yeah, so you're able to, I'm assuming, take on a bear form and have a good snuggle down with Bojo.
That's exactly the plan.
Yeah, and Alora hasn't seen her bat since the previous night. She's just realising this as she's toasting her feet by the fire, thinking, it was a good old knees up last night, that was good, and then this morning. And then she thinks, She turned to Ogvar and say, have you seen Rowan at all?
No.
Did you see him last night at all? Because I didn't.
I saw him once or twice. He fluttered in and fluttered back out. If I remember right, I did see him dive bomb into a glass of mead.
Alora's eyebrow bristles. Well, I guess he'll be about his... Can she just... While she's just relaxing there, she's going to concentrate on her empathic link. Does she get anything back off that? She can make sure that he's actually okay.
Heavy snoring.
Yep. I think he might still be in that tankard of mead somewhere. Oh, I just can't be worrying about him now. There's too many other things to worry about. And she just turns back to watching the flames dance in the fire grate. Concentrates on the flames.
Okay. You were able to spend the rest of the day in this manner. Decompressing, spending some time around town doing things you would like to do, perhaps helping out with other people, checking up on other people. You just generally spend the rest of the day decompressing. And when evening rolls round, Otto, I'm assuming you probably wake up at this point. Are you planning to head back to the mines, or are you planning to stay for the evening?
He has promised that he would. He doesn't really want to, but he has promised us he would.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's the plan. I think the quickest way would be to turn into an eagle and fly that way again. But I think he'll want to check in with the others first, just let them know what's happening. And obviously apologise to Bojo. It's going to be another day away.
You're very easily able to do that. You all end up congregating back up on the deck of the ship, just by kind of pure happenstance. Alora and Ogvar are just making their way in for the evening. You're thinking about, I need to go find them to tell them I'm on my way back out to the mine. So you're able to congregate. you're able to share the information that Esther provided, that the men have been really motivated and they seem to have really wanted to get a wiggle on with clearing out the mine. You're able to share any other bits and bobs you wanted to share with each other. Paul emerges from the stairs, laden with a large basket, which is filled, as you can see, with food. He has, kind of on his own Todd, he's not unintelligent, he's just a little not present most of the time. But he's had enough kind of presence and thought, clearly, to have actually gone and prepared food for the miners for you to take back with you, Otto.
He basically doesn't miss a thing, does he, on this ship? He doesn't miss a thing. He knows when everybody comes and goes on this ship. He's quite astute, really. Alora's starting to really appreciate that, because not only is he extremely talented as a chef, he's also an extremely good guard and watch person as well, because he doesn't miss anything.
He's also dead.
I'm just continuously amused about how much Rick doesn't trust the dead ghost.
It's less Rick. Rick has no issues. It's purely an Otto thing.
No, Alora has really grown to like Paul, because she's actually got some respect and thinks that in life he must have been a really useful guy to know back then as well.
Or he wasn't, and he's making up for it in the afterlife.
Yeah, that's the other one. Okay, so you've congregated, you've come together, you've shared information. Otto and Alora, you say your goodbyes. Ogvar and Alora, you say your goodbyes to Otto as you head downstairs to get some dinner, get cleaned up, go to bed, have some nightmares, dribble a little bit, whatever you fancy. And in the meantime, Otto, you prepare to take off. I'm assuming that you will, for the sake of the miners, take the basket of goodies with you, picking them up in a claw as you take off.
Begrudgingly, yes. Although, now I thought about it, if we're going through the night, it'd better be a bloody owl than an eagle.
Okay, a big ass owl, okay?
Big ass owl.
Big ass owl. And with that, Otto, you take off from the deck silent, as all owls are. You clutch a basket in your foot and you glide down from the side of the ship, barely flapping as your form kind of disappears like a ghost into the darkness, leaving your companions behind to head down below decks and spend another evening in comfort while you spend yours on a hard stone floor.
I say, Ogvar, this shower really is very good. I'm impressed with this.
Oh, yes, it looks better than I expected to. Make it clear, we're not both in the shower at the same time.
I assume that, but can both
No, because there was
please...
a conversation going, we're debating the shower, it's like we're not both there.
No, I think she would have turned it on and say this. Or actually, no, she wouldn't have turned it on. She would have just said the shower is really very good.
What was she
The shower.
Oh God!
Rick,
what? No. Rick, no.
Somebody put the cold water on, please.
Can both of you please make me intelligence checks, because nobody has told you how the shower works.
Well, I think she's just kind of worked it out.
No. I'm asking for a specific reason.
Oh God. Okay. What was it? Intelligence checks.
Yep. From the pair of you.
Oh well, I'll be
Otto,
shit
did you
out
use
of
the
luck
shower?
with that then.
No.
Fair
When's the
enough.
last time he saw a shower? Last time it rained.
Last time it rained.
Well, that's a 10 plus 1 from Elora.
Okay,
Right down the
pretty
middle
thick.
there. Look.
Ogvar got a 4 with a +0 for a 4.
So, in this time period, I believe Elora has had 2 or 3 showers, and Ogvar has probably had 1 coming up for his second. Neither of you have had how the shower operates explained to you. You have just kind of accepted it as it works. And that is all well and good, until you discover that the decanter of endless water has filled up the portable foxhole, which is acting as a drain, and nobody has emptied it. So it begins to overflow and starts to flood the ship. And I will leave you with that disaster to clean up.
If I'm not mistaken, that's called a bath.
Well, on the plus side, it's not like the ship can sink.
Well, how full do you have to make a portable foxhole? How much does it hold?
Well, it doesn't matter when you've got a decanter of endless water and nobody emptying the portable foxhole.
Oh, yeah, this reminds me of another scenario. Yeah. Water that's recirculating itself, yeah. Okay.
I
It's going
personally
to be
thought
quite
Right.
juicy water.
I personally
Yeah.
thought that was quite an ingenious use of magical items. Thank you very much.
I thought it was very good, actually. I liked that very much.
This is what I
Very,
say.
very good.
Well, I thank you very much, because it may have been that I provided a portable shower previously.
Did you?
I did, and involved a bar of soap with it as well, in a slightly
Oh,
different
yeah.
campaign.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you could have
I
soap
don't know.
on a rope and everything, couldn't you? Ah, that gives me an idea. Huh.
Indeed.
I'll send
Thank
Ogvar
you,
out into
yes.
the forest to find a loofah, something that will act as a loofah, and Alora will create a soap on a rope. That's next
I
time.
mean, technically a sponge is an animal, but I'm not so sure that Otto's new willing.
8,000
No.
litres, apparently.
Yeah, I
Bloody
just
hell!
accept it.
How long do you think I've been in the shower?
It's not just you.
Well, Jenric's
No,
been in there,
that's true.
Eric's been in there, Esther's been in there. Everyone's
Someone
been in there, and I
probably
don't
forgot
think
to turn it
Christ.
anybody's, like, emptied it. so,
Fuck.
so your
Right,
portable
okay.
foxhole is filled up with water and is now overflowing everywhere. And that's a problem that you're going to have to deal with.
Paul!
He probably already knows.
Whistlemeyer! Bring your mop!
Brilliant.
With Richard seemingly keen to accept Alora's property proposal, further negotiations were not in fact needed. The quiet morn that followed for our companions in Gatstaff was sadly shattered by the arrival of Otto in the guise of a small brown pony. Alarmingly, he was carrying the pallid form of young Evan, and it soon became clear that all was not well. As Otto gave his brief report, Ogvar, Alora, Lena and Belle immediately rallied to help. That's it for this week, folks, but we hope you will join us here next week for episode 200. Yes, 200th episode. Amazing.